This is your shot. This is your shot. You ain't never going to get another shot like this ever again in your lifetime. This is your shot to do something special with your life. Don't blow your shot, man. I want to take a minute to recognize, right, our hierarchy. Special shout out to my wife, Juana, right? Where's Juana at? Right, give it up to my wife, Juana Martinez. I would not be here without her. You know, we did not, marry up. We built it up. Does that make sense? We didn't. I met her in high school, right? I saw her. I was new to the high school, right? My friends did a dare, right? And they said, I bet you can't talk to her. You can't get her number. I'm like, bro, of course I get her number, right? My heart started pumping. You know, like the first phone call you make, right? Your heart's like, I could do it, right? My heart started pumping. I walk up to her. I say, excuse me, miss. She turned around. She go, yes. I go, do you have a cell phone? She goes, yes, why? I go, because I got to call God to let her know he's missing an angel. And so I followed her home that day because my parents always told me, follow your goals and your dreams, right? So special shout out to my wife, Juana, right? Hey, there's a Cornegay hierarchy in the house, right? You show some love to the Cornegay hierarchy. We would not be up here without the Cornegay hierarchy. Special shout out to Gary Cornegay, Pat Cornegay, and all the Cornegay hierarchy in this room right now. I want to thank the leadership, right, in this room, right? I want to thank Santee for giving us a shot. Last time I was up here, I messed it up, right? We were talking about it, so no talks about guns today, right? But anyways, right? But man, hey, listen real quick. I want to just, if you're still second guessing, right, this opportunity, there's something wrong with yourself. I mean, you see the evidence here. Right? And when you walk out of this room today, you cannot say that this business does not work. This business works, yes or no? Right? You got an opportunity, man. I love this business. I recognize opportunity when it came to my home, right? We had an 800 square foot home, right? Our house was so small. When my wife said, honey, lock up the house, all I had to do was stand in the middle of the house, extend my right arm out, extend my left arm out, and I'm able to close the doors together. That's how small the house was. And I never in my life had anybody talk to us about business. Never. High school dropout, warehouse worker. Thank God there was another Art Martinez that graduated in Fullerton High. Right? Because when they asked me, hey, man, did you finish high school? Oh, yeah, Art Martinez, because there's one that graduated and there's one that didn't. Right? But you know what? There's one that's rich today and there's one that's not. Right? We come from the same high school, but guess what? It's not about education. It's how bad you want to be somebody. Anybody fired up or what? You got to recognize, right, the opportunity, right, that you have. How about the friends that you make here? How about the friends that I know, man, I got friends in this room that I know if I called them in the middle of the night, anywhere in this country, right, they would not say like some of my family, don't you got AAA? I got friends in this room now that we fight for the bill when it comes. Are those some good friends? Right? And it's so funny because people in this room go, Art, you know, I feel like I'm losing my friends. No, you're just finding out who don't support you. And what if I told you you're going to make rich friends here? Recognize the opportunity that you have. You get to own this deal at the end of the day. The most precious thing that God gives you is what? Time, yes or no? And most of us come from we're selling our time, the most precious thing we got, to build somebody else's fortune. I remember one time I was new in the business, right? And I used to work nights. My wife used to work during the day, right? And I would come home, right, middle of the night, right? My wife was sleeping, Saturday training, right? And they called me, and they said, Art, are you coming to Saturday training? I go, nah, dude, I'm too tired, man. He goes, Art, did you hear what you just said? I go, yeah, I'm tired. He goes, Art, Think about what you just said. I said, I'm tired. I can't go to the meeting because I'm tired. He goes, Art, who made you tired? I go, my boss. He goes, Art, you're tired because you're building your boss's fortune that you don't have no energy to build yours on the weekend. I got up. I went to Saturday training. Yes or no, right? I'm like, man, hell no. And then I'm at work with a little different attitude. The boss goes, all right, we need you to work overtime. I'm like, who? All right, you, right? Yeah, my name. We need you to work overtime. I go, no, I'm not doing that no more. It's bad enough I'm building your business. I'm building your fortune full time. Now you want me to build your fortune overtime too? If I'm going to put overtime into something, it's going to be building my fortune, yes or no? Listen, this business works, yes or no? Do all diets work? I'm going to ask that again. Do all diets work? Some of you are like, yeah. All diets work, but the people don't. Yes or no? Right? You see your friend that you haven't seen in a while, she comes in or he comes in, right? And you go, girl, you look good. She's like, I know. Right? And you go, well, what kind of diet are you on? And she goes, I'm on the keto diet. Right? And you get inspired, yes or no? But instead of the keto diet, you do the burrito diet. And then you say, what? This business or this diet's not working for me. No, you're not working for the diet. So when you come across somebody that says, oh, I tried Primerica, you better start saying, well, I do Primerica. You can't try to do anything. You do or you don't, yes or no? Well, when you get married, you don't say, I try. You say what? I do. You can't try to drop this mic. Look. You hold the mic or you drop the mic, yes or no? So does this business work? Does this business work? Yes. You come across somebody this week goes, Art, I tried Primerica. It wasn't for me. Go, no. You weren't for it. Because I'm going to tell you, my last 5 minutes that I have with you, what you need to become equipped with in order for this business to work. You need to have mental toughness for this business to work. You need to have mental toughness. I see people work out all the time and they're physically tough, but they like an Oreo. They hard on the outside and what? Soft on the inside. Guys, the reason there's so many average people in this world, not because God made you average, because you haven't passed no tests. Nobody cares about what you're going through until you pass the what? Test. That's why it's called no test, no what? No testimony. See, all a millionaire is a person that has value. And the value comes from what? The testimony. And the testimony comes from what? The test. I watch so many people ask God, man, I make me an RVP, right? I want to be a $100,000 earner. And guess what? Here comes the RVP test. Here comes the $100,000 earner test, and you fail. What you want to do is you want to find out what's on the other side of adversity. And go, what? This is temporary, yes or no? It's temporary. This business works. You got to develop that mental toughness. The last minute I have with you is you got to give yourself time. You got to give yourself time. I remember sitting in the back going, man, one day I'm going to walk the stage. One day or what? You got to give yourself time to learn how to close, yes or no? You got to give yourself time to learn how to handle objections, yes or no? You got to give yourself time to develop into a regional vice president. You got to give yourself time to be the most electrifying man in Primerica. It takes time. You are not here by accident. You are not here by accident. God could have made you a damn bird, yes or no? You could have been a damn horse, yes or no? But God hooked you up and you're a human being. You have dominion over everything, yes or no? Guess what, y'all? You've been called. You've been called. You've been called, right, to be an RVP before the year's out, yes or no? You've been called to be a $100,000 earner, yes or no? You've been called to be the only millionaire in your family's history. Y'all been called.